Hey guys, it's me Adam, and I just wanted to say a few quick things before the interview. If you haven't already, go check out my journalism page. It should be linked in the description. It has all my archived articles and a bunch of other stuff that's worth checking out. Additionally, my face cam wasn't working for this interview, but there should be a full article posted sooner rather than later on Zach and possibly Danny from the Breadbasket. So enjoy. Yeah. Can you just give a bit of a background to yourself, what you do, where you're from?
Yeah, man. So I am 22 years old. I just graduated college. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, and now I live out in LA. And me and my brother started just a media company about actually a year ago today, I think it was when we posted our first video. Kind of started off as a podcast and then morphed into something else. And now I'm doing that full time. Um, and yeah, that's really it.
All right. What initially sparked your interest for creating content and the unique style that you've fallen into?
It was really my brother. I mean, as you know, I mean, if you watch the Breadbasket, we do everything together, and he was doing it way before me. He was doing it for I just early since I can remember. He was posting stuff on the internet, and then he started to get a lot of traction, and we're best friends, so we were just like, we might as well try something out together. And if it sticks, it sticks. But it was kind of low stakes. Like I really had no plan on I had no plan on doing it for a living. I was really just like, let's do this for fun. And if it works, it's our dream job. And if it doesn't, it's no harm. So, we just did it for fun, and then it stuck.
Yeah. What specific moments or series in general have you been the most fond of and enjoyed while putting out videos online?
I think my favorite moments have been the moments where we're like, whatever happens, like nobody can take this away from us. I feel like are the moments that really stuck with me. Like we on like we've had a couple guests on, so like they kind of when we're in the same city, we'll like, kind of link up with them. So like we had a time where it was Christmas Eve actually, and we had Richard Jefferson on, and he was calling the game in Denver the next day, and he was just like, "What are you guys doing tonight?" Because I mean, obviously he doesn't have plans because he's just in a city that he's not from. And we just went out with like Richard Jefferson on Christmas Eve, and it was like moments like that where it's like whatever happens after this, it's like we'll have that memory for the rest of our lives. So it's really just the memories that we've made. Um, I mean, that's one example, and then one other that comes to mind is we got to um, we got to play pig on the Nuggets court when they were in the finals, and we're obviously like the biggest Nuggets fans in the world, so meant the
Yeah.
world to us, and it's just those memories. But yeah, those are a couple that stick out to me.
Yeah. While you were going through school in Denver and eventually college in California, what things did you find yourself passionate about or possibly wanting to pursue as a career before you got into video creation?
Yeah, I think for me, I was a business major, which it's kind of just like code for how old are you? Are you in college yet?
No, I'm in high school.
Yeah, so
So
you'll see it's like a lot of people are like they're like I'm a business major, and I honestly feel like it's kind of code for like you don't really know what you want to do. So that was kind of me. I didn't really have something that I was really passionate about, but I was um, going to go into commercial real estate. I had an internship the summer before, and it's something that I would have done, but I don't know. I definitely wasn't passionate about it. But I could have dug my teeth into it and like kind of found something that I enjoyed about it. But there wasn't something specifically that I really enjoyed. But I always say like I wouldn't like school. I think was the best learning experience for me, just because like that's where we learned to just like have fun and like mess around. And I think like those were the times that really just like shape me and like shape everybody. Really, it's like you just the times when you're in class in high school and you're just like messing around with your buddies are the times that like you just really just like kind of become who you are. But as far as actually like subjects and stuff, I never really had something that I was super interested in.
Yeah. Um, you have played soccer through college and followed multiple pro sport leagues, which has taken the shape of a lot of the content that you guys post. What have sports meant to you and inspired you with through your content creation and life in general?
It's meant everything, really. I mean, obviously, when we talk about like when we do like these drafts and all these other type of videos, like it all kind of has a sports undertone. That's kind of the joke is like we're talking about a damn like grape as like a good team leader. You know, like that's kind of just like that's like the joke is just like we're kind of relating like normal everyday stuff to sports. So yeah, I mean, sports have been everything to us. Played baseball, basketball, and soccer growing up, and then played college soccer. And then that was just like again like where we became like that's kind of where you find like your voice and stuff is through your through hanging out with your teammates and just messing around together.
Yeah. Considering you and your brother primarily share the same space for your content on social media, can you describe the relationship and bond you've had with him and how it's evolved through the years?
Yeah, I mean, me and Danny have just actually just been buddies the whole time, and we always laugh about it. Like we look back on videos, like we weren't making content until this year, but we always were just like messing around, making little funny videos together. We actually have a probably come out at some point. We had back in like '09 when we were growing up. Um, we would play MLB 10 the show, or maybe it had to be later than that because it was '09. But we would play MLB 10 the show, and we would go on GarageBand and we would record ourselves like doing like we called it the show radio, and it would just be us like messing around, and it's like two little kids talking, but you could see that it's like exactly the same as we are now. So I think this just only made our bond stronger because we just talk more and we're communicating every day.
Yeah. How much do you guys get to spend time with each other in real life at this point? And how do you guys keep such a strong connection even when you're separated?
Yeah, I mean, we don't now. We're actually about to spend every day together. Danny's actually moving in with me in 2 days, July 1st. So
Oh,
um, we're about to we're about to spend every day together. But um, right now, I mean, it's just when we're in the same city, we just enjoy each other's presence, and I think it's kind of hard for us to because we also have two sisters and our parents. So like when we're spending family time, I think we got to remind ourselves that we're having family time and it's not like work time. So like we always have to like put our phones away and just make sure that we're like chilling and we're not talking too much about like breadbasket stuff because we just enjoy it that much that we just want to like talk about like oh what's another video we could do or you know what's another move that we can make. So I just think you know whenever we're together with the family we just make sure that we turn off our phones off and just hang out with them.
yeah. What things does your hometown of Denver represent and mean to you?
I mean, means everything to us. I think that Denver's just again where we became who we are, and I think it's such a perfect city because it's not. It's almost like an underdog city, is what I kind of look at it as. It's not like we were growing up in a city where like we see it. Like it's not like you go down the street and you see like a super famous person, kind of like in LA or New York, where everything is in front of you when you're in those cities. But back in Denver, it was just very laid back, very chill. And I think it was such a good place to grow up.
Yeah. Um, can you walk me through that initial process of blowing up online and getting all that growth, how it unfolded and how it felt for you guys?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it felt awesome, but it was. So it was. I don't know if you've scrolled all the way back. We've posted like a ton of videos, so take a long time to get to like before we started getting traction. But we kind of just posted random stuff in the beginning because we didn't really have direction with our content. Didn't really have like much of an idea of what we wanted it to look like. And then on October 1st, we posted our first draft. And I actually look at these all the time because I have the screenshots of like exactly when everything happened. So October 1st, we posted our first draft. I think it went for like, I don't know, went kind of viral. And then we started posting a draft every day. And by October 10th, we already had 100K on TikTok. And then from there, it was just game over. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was just really quick.
yeah. Um, what do you see in the future of you independently and with the future of your brother and Breadbasket as a whole?
I mean, I think we're going to get into, I mean, there's really no medium that I don't think we're gonna get into. I mean, I could see us obviously having a full length pod. It's just a natural progression, especially that we're gonna live together. Um, but there's really nothing. We're just gonna go with what makes sense for us. Like if it makes sense to get into doing like being live streamers, we'll do that. We'll just go with the flow and whatever the right move is, it will kind of present itself to us. We always look at we always look at Dave Portnoy. Like that's like one of our biggest inspirations is like he started Barstool as a he was handing out newspapers that were Barstool, and then the internet came out, and then he started doing Facebook and like MySpace, and then he started doing concert tours, and he just every step of the way he just follows like where the attention is. So it's like now he does like BFFs where it's like he has no idea what's going on TikTok, but he's huge on TikTok. So it's just about listening to like what people want to hear and want to see. So we don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I mean we plan on being around for a while.
Yeah. All right, I think that's all I got. So yeah.
That was awesome, man. Thank you.